All right, so we have a 2008 Ford Mustang GT. This is the 4.6 liter V8. Is a manual 5-speed. Pretty low miles at 51,000 and pretty much stock. It does have an aftermarket exhaust, but beyond that, it is pretty much stock. Condition overall, pretty good. They did change out these headlights for aftermarket ones, chrome style with little LED bars down the middle, and then some grill stuff here. Paint's in pretty good shape. Like, there's really no real dings, no real scratches on it. Just a couple blemishes that I found. Newer tires. This wheel here, sorry, does have some curb rash on that front edge here. And then back here on this quarter, I don't know if the camera will pick it up very well, but there's a rub mark along this body line. It could probably be buffed out. Like, you can't feel it on your nail or anything. I think it's just scuffed on the clear. So probably buff that out really well. Lights and everything work, really good shape. Aftermarket exhaust. Here, so the red stripes, you're seeing like cracking. Just kind of like all the body lines are just kind of getting weather checked. It's getting a little bit faded. Sun faded on the top here. Pretty oxidized up here. Some more cracking around the scoop. And then up here on the front, there's some more cracking. Now the hood itself has some bubbling in it, right? And it's the corrosion underneath. I believe this might be an aluminum hood because Ford's pretty good about that stuff. So you have actual corrosion that's happening, not really rust. And it's causing the paint to bubble. Alright, so that's kind of a big blemish there. So you need some hood work and decal work, but these have been on there so long, I worry about what will happen about removing them or how that would go. Right into your engine bay here. So pretty much stock. It's got the Ford Performance setup, so you got like the dual throttle body here. It's pretty cool, sounds good. But literally stock under here, nothing's really messed with. You can kind of see up here those control arm bushings and stuff are brand new. Oil level's good, all the fluids are really good. Couple things by time. Coolant, definitely check and see if you have records for that, because even though you don't have a lot of miles, it should be like every 10 years or something along that lines. And then on the engine itself, so under this breather here, you can see some residue, and then they might have cleaned it here, and then more residue down there. And then swap over to the driver's side. Phaser sensor here, you can see some residue, some wetness along this lip here. The breather kind of got me at first. I was gonna say breather, but to a close eyeball, that edge is wet. I let this sit and idle in the hot sun so we get some seepage if possible. It's not severe, it's not in the plug, but it's happening. There's a little O-rings that get swapped in there on the inside. Not terrible. Pull the airbox out, pull that valve cover to do that, but that's about all I really see. Hoses and everything look really good still, all original. Radiator checks out. Rails, no wrinkles, doesn't look like anything has been taken off, no bolts disconnected. And then front cover, all looks pretty good. And the valley, I put a light in there, is dry as well. Those alternators are tucked in there though, huh? I did a Mach 1 the other day and that actually went out, and it took a couple days for them to do. Not at this dealership, thank God. I haven't had any issues here. We're gonna pause here and keep moving forward. All right, so this portion here, we use this mirror. It helps us look from underneath the vehicle. So starting front to back, it just helps me see if anything's been hanging down, sagging, dragging, anything leaking, anything wet. Get a good eye on the steering rack right away. A little bit of residue, but nothing really wet there. Not too bad. They did just do the control arms, so you'll see that in the corner areas when we get over there. One thing you'll see on this lower corner here, there is a crack in the bumper, a couple of scuffs on the chin, but nothing too major. And then we're gonna go to each corner just behind the tire here. Okay, so this is gonna be your driver front corner, your subframe, and then you can see your cats both sides. And when you get to the other side, you'll be able to confirm. And then if you look in there, nice shiny new control arms. I think I might be able to get a good view of this in here, like so. So new control arms, they did do an alignment and stuff as well. So, and from here, we do have a good rocker, no real scrapes or scratches. Everything looks nice. All the little plates and stuff still there. We'll go straight to the back. Alright, we're all the way at the back here. So this is your floor pan where the spare sits. And you'll have like emissions, vapor stuff there. It does have an aftermarket exhaust, and it's pretty much straight pipe from the cats to this muffler here. And it's not loud at all. It's not overpowering. It doesn't drone. It sounds pretty good. I was genuinely shocked to see how little a muffler there is for how quiet and good this sounds. So really nice. You can see your diff there and everything looks good there. Pan bar, sway bar, checks out good. We'll go to the other corner. Okay, so we're on the passenger at the front here. So we're just looking down that rocker again. Looks really good, not beat up, no scratches. And then this is gonna be like technically the frame rail in here. Also looks really good. And then you see your subframe again, and then the cats. Pretty much stock except for the exhaust. So really nice. Alright, so typically I start here at the steering wheel. These are super simple. Just a nice leather wrapped wheel, 3 spokes. You got cruise on off and set it and forget it. Light controls here, high beam. You do have manual lights, not auto lights. So you gotta turn those on. And then current mileage at the end of the drive, 51781. That's miles. Drives good, everything does what it's supposed to. Still factory radio. Sounds good, plays well. AC, per Fords, always blows really cold. Very nice. It is a nice 5-speed here. Really close ratios. Like this is nice and crisp. I love that. Clutch feels really good on this car. Dash is pretty much immaculate. I'm gonna open the doors up and just look from the outside in. All right, we're on the driver's side, so door card here, really good shape. Even the leather, everything feels good. It's not hard or crispy. Seats are in good shape. We got a little bit of those like leather wrinkles, but no cracking or anything, no brittle, no repair areas. Nice good bolsters still. Pedals are nice. These floor mats look like they've been in the whole life of the car. Carpet underneath looks amazing. And we're gonna hop sides and we'll look in the back over there. Passenger side, door card again in really, really good shape. They are auto windows on both sides. Manual seat on this side. Bolsters and everything look really good. You can see where like the seatbelt kind of rubs here, but it's not cracking. You can just kind of tell where it's been. Pull this. I don't think the rear seats have ever been sat in. This little seam here kind of worried me at first, but it's actually latches for a car seat. So it's actually a designed pocket. Yeah, I know, I looked at that too. I'm like, what is that? Push this back real quick, sorry. Slick top, black top, super nice. Carpet over here is even nicer than the other side. Glove box still has owner's manual, it has the maintenance stuff, roadside in it still. All that. Great interior. Love the red. Alright, so trunk has a release with the key. I have looked all over and I can't find the button inside the car. So there's a key fob that pushes and it opens there. I looked in the glove box, center console, around the seat, on the door. I don't know where it's hidden. I'm sorry. That's one I just can't find. Seals on this guy are really good. Great looking. And then carpets and everything are just intact, nice and tidy. And then this is what I thought was really cool. So under here, everything's still here, even the paperwork for the spare jack is under there. There's a couple microfibers, the little bag that the wrench goes in and stuff. Floor pan looks really nice. Nothing down in there that's concerning. So, and it's just boom, struts and everything work good still. Easy as that. All right, so at this portion we just go through and do a quick scan. Couple things here. We have a battery low voltage that has kind of gone through our electronic stuff here. Everything else checked out great from the drive. Not a lot of modules on the older models. Here, this one with all the 7, I have the hood open, the door open, the trunk open. I have all the stuff open. It doesn't like that. I always forget that Fords yell at you about that. I don't know when I'll learn, but it's basically just like, hey, this is open, this is open, this is open. Low voltage. So nothing really there to concern ourselves with. Down here at the bottom, sorry, you can see your VIN. I always like to make sure on the computer that it's what's on the vehicle as well. Just make sure those line up correctly. Nothing's been swapped or changed out. From here, we're going to move over to the monitors on the vehicle. Alright, so when I do the monitors, I go since the last time someone cleared the drive I was given. Green checks. No scan. These typically are just not supported, or they're redundancies for other monitors that support that feature. Looks good. We'll keep moving. This is pretty good. Do a quick conclusion. I'm going to do a quick startup here as well with the exhaust. And this sounds really good for the amount of exhaust. Just those little mufflers, this sounds great. Conclusions on this, honestly, it's a really nice low mile car. Someone took care of it, someone loved it. We have a few cosmetic things, I would say. This one being the most major is the corrosion under the paint here. Kind of see the bubbling a little bit. It's so bright out that it might be washing the camera out, so I'm trying my best to get you a couple angles. Lights and everything do what they're supposed to. Car drives super straight. They did do an alignment. I did mention that the wheel's not off, like not center, it's off a little bit, so I told them to make that adjustment, especially if they just did an alignment. It should be pretty easy. Tires are pretty much brand new. They're 2026. Brakes also look really good. We had a little blemish here, and then the oxidation and time that's on those stripes starting to crack, oxidized, fade, but everything else is held out pretty well. Inside is immaculate. This is probably one of the better clutches I've felt in a while. It feels really tight, really responsive. You can kind of feel right when you're engaging and right when it's out, and shifts are crisp and clean. Gets up to speed really easily. Yeah, really nice car. You just got some cosmetic stuff to worry about on this guy. But yeah, thanks for checking this out.